Hello everyone, myself Arpit and I am a UI UX designer who is currently doing a product design fellowship program from OwnPath. I love designing a lot and I always want to learn new things about designing every day, and this video is an important part of my journey. So today I'm going to do an app critique on a water can booking application that is Bisleri at doorstep. So the app's most common use case is to buy water cans or any other product which is mainly produced by the brand Bisleri itself. A user can simply use this app to book the product on the basis of subscription model, and the company will deliver it to the user's doorstep. This app is usually popular among independent bachelors, students, hotels, and restaurants from especially tier 1 and tier 2 cities where demand is pretty high. So I'm gonna do my app critique on the basis of three important factors, which is the number one, product thinking. It is mainly about what are the use cases of the app and how it is improving the business goals. The second would be visual designing, which is about color schemes, typography, typefaces, and the most important that is information hierarchy. The third would be about interaction, which is only about how the user experience is working out well with the user flow. So let's get started and see how the app really works. Okay, so we have our app open right now, and I can clearly see from the app like it has a very well branding because I can really resemble it with the brand logo and everything. So I can really resemble the fact like this app belongs to the logo, sorry, to the company as well, company Bisleri as well, which is a really good thing. The color scheme has been chosen nicely. There could be another secondary colors as well because right now it only has like a primary color. But if it's I think like some it's still working very well from the branding point of view, which is a good thing as a design. So the first section of this page is divided into three particular features. The first feature we can is like changing location from where we can set the location. The second is a notification list, and the third one is a support icon. The second section of the page is divided into banners. The third section or the basically is filter. And then we have like a popular product page from where we can select from the popular items. And so the one thing which I like on this page is like on the popular products, we have the Bisleri can on the top of the list, and which actually is the primary use case of the application also, where the people mostly use this app for booking or for buying water cans. And I have no objection to the fact like why it has been put it like that, where I can just directly put the number of cans I want over here and just place add, and then it will be added to my product, to my cart, sorry. And it also has a view icon from where which will take me to the products page, and I can get to know about the subscription details, product description, and all that. And I can then click to add to cart button. I can change numbers from there as well, which is from the user experience point of view or from the flow of the design, it is good. But what I didn't like about the design is like it doesn't have a proper indications. So if you see over here on this list, I can increase it from the number two, but I can't able to decrease it. Or maybe we could have a, like indication for this minus icon, which will tell me like, okay, this is like the minimum value order. So, or maybe the message, anything which could have instructed me for this fact, like, okay, we couldn't order lesser than two. We can only order the minimum order value is two or more than that. But or but the other fact which I found in this list is for the other products we have like a indication. So I think this should be done for the Bisleri as well, for the scan as well. Rest of the things seems fine. This takes me to the product page, to the items page. I can filter my items over here. I can see like the containers are showcasing it from the images of the size. But what I didn't like about this particular page is like the headlines are not well highlighted other than the price of the product. So I think this could be improved from a typography point of view. Rest it seems fair to me. And what I also didn't like about the fact of these banners are like that. Not all the banners work the same way. So if I'm clicking on this banners, it is supposed to do something for me, just like this, which is taking me to the product page of these banners. But it's not working the similar way for all the banners. Only two of the banners are functioning and rest isn't. So it somewhere like obstructs me to the fact like what could be the purpose of these banners, because as a user, if I click on the first banner, if it doesn't work, I may not click on the other banners as well. So it is a important question from from the UX point of view, like what could be the purpose of it. And I think this particular section could be improved. Rest, the other complaint which I have on this page, or the other, is basically the icon of the support tool which I had, which is similar to my previous complaint for the homepage as well. I don't know the purpose of why this has been designed in the similar in this way, where I can get to the fact like, okay, like the for just for the indication point of view, we have a color of blue over here inside, and inside the same container we have like an icon, but the icon is not well visible, which can create a doubt for the users if they want, if they really do want to use the support tool of, or if they really could find the support tool only. Then after that, if we come to the navigation bar, we have a subscription. A second page is a subscribe and save page, which clearly tells us about the subscription details of the product, and it has been very well set to the most important product of the for this application, that is water can, which I liked it, and I can just select the days. I can book my, I can change the details over here. I can book my subscription directly over here if I really want to. Then, but the only thing which I didn't like about this page is like the I like the information hierarchy, but I didn't like the fact like it has not very well done with the typography and typefaces or design, because most of the things it's either thin or the headlines are not very well highlighted. So I think this could be better improved in terms of typography and all that. Like we could have a color, another color instead of these, because I think these colors are not very attractive or not very acting as a very good indicator for anyone. But rest of the design, like the information hierarchy is pretty nice, and I really like the fact like it is very well connected to the primary use case of the application. After that, we have a cart uh, where we can like change the details and other things as well. You can check out right now it has been set to 6. Okay. So there comes another complaint or another feedback for this particular page is like that I couldn't able to, so for suppose if I want 6 scans, I want it on Friday, 3 months, payment frequency, 3 months, then add to cart. And if I go to cart, I cannot able to increase. Okay, now I can able to increase or decrease. So I think it's little, it could be a glitch that time, but if it's working, then I have no issues. So the final verdict about the application from my end is there is a need of improvement for in terms of visual designing, because I think, for example, if we see the support tool feature, I can't able to identify the fact like, okay, like I have to click on this to reach to the support tool. What I've been assuming, like if I click on the support icon only, it will lead me to a page something like this. But just because it takes me to a page like this, I may will just assume the fact like, okay, like, maybe the page is not working well, or maybe just end it right over here or close the app. So I think like this, there should be a proper indication for the CTA, like, okay, how may we help you? It could be better placed in the center of the screen. So for the users, it can be easily identifiable, and the user can directly go to the page where he can or talk to the assistant and identify the query. The other problem in terms of visual designing, which I found over the page, is like the lack of indication of any minimum order value, and it just have like a simple icon over here. Like I can increase the order, but I can't decrease it or lesser than 2. So it clearly states that the minimum order value for this product is 2. But due to lack of indication, I may find it interrupting. I may think like, okay, like this maybe the app is broken or something like that, but it is clearly not broken. On the other product, it is there, something like this, like a black color. But if you see on the front, on the primary order, it is not there. So I think these are the small issues which should be corrected. The another thing which I found uh, a flaw, which is also not a very big flaw, but I think that things can be improved in sense of typography, and which can overall improve the readability or the information, basically the design of the entire product as well. And it can also help me in terms of the interaction point of view. The other the flaw which I found in terms of the UX case or interactability is are these banners, like they are not functioning well. I really like the fact that it takes me to a product page where I can just read over the product description and order my product. But if it doesn't work the same way like the other banners are working, it can clearly become an obstacle for me as a user and break the flow of the design. So I think these are the improvements which should be done for certain user flows, and it may can add value to the use cases of the application. So this is the end. I hope you like my app protect, and thank you so much for watching.